Stop walking. I'm serious. Stop it right now. I know that sounds insane coming from someone who spent 15 years in the medical field, but I'm about to show you why your 10,000 steps a day are doing almost nothing for your actual longevity, and I've got the patient stories to prove it. Stick around because what I'm about to share will probably piss off every walking enthusiast on the internet, and honestly, I'm okay with that. Let me ask you something real quick. How many of you have been told by a doctor, a trainer, or that one aunt who does yoga, just walk more? Yeah, thought so. Everyone's got the same advice. Walking is the fountain of youth. Walk your way to health. Well, I'm about to commit professional suicide here, but someone needs to say it. Walking is the most overhyped exercise on the planet. Now hold on before you rage quit this video and leave me an angry comment about how your grandma walked until she was 103. I'm not saying walking is bad. I'm saying it's basic. It's the plain oatmeal of fitness. Sure, it'll keep you alive, but we can do so much better. Here's what you're getting in the next few minutes of your time. 3 exercises that'll give you more strength, balance, and independence than 1,000 daily steps ever could. We're talking about being able to get off the floor, carry your groceries without dying, and not throwing your back out because you sneezed the wrong way. And here's the best part. You can do all of this in your living room while binge watching Netflix. Sound good? Then drop a like on this video right now. It helps YouTube show this to more people who need it. And if you can do a sit to stand without using your hands, comment, "I got this." If you can't, comment, "I need help." Let's see where everyone's at. All right, let's get into it. Pick your poison and jump ahead if you want, but honestly, watch the whole thing. Your future self will thank you. Exercise number 1, the sit to stand. And I already know what you're thinking. This guy dragged me here to tell me to stand up. That's it? Standing up? Yes, and here's why this is about to change your life. Let me tell you about Margaret. Margaret was 72 when she walked into my clinic, sharp as a tack, still watched Jeopardy every night and yelled at the contestants. But Margaret had a secret she didn't want anyone to know. She couldn't get off the toilet without grabbing the safety rail. Now think about that for a second. Here's a woman who raised 4 kids, ran her own business, survived disco and the 80s, and she can't stand up from a toilet without help? She told me, and I'll never forget this, "I feel like I'm losing myself, one bathroom trip at a time." That hit me hard. Because it's not about the toilet, it's about dignity, it's about independence, it's about not feeling like you're becoming a burden. So we started with sit to stands. No weights, no machines, just Margaret, a chair, and gravity. 3 months later, 3 months, she texted me a photo. She's at some fancy restaurant sitting in one of those stupidly low booth seats that even I have trouble getting out of. The caption? "Stood up without using the table. Felt like Wonder Woman." I'm not gonna lie, I teared up a little. Here's why this exercise is an absolute game changer. Your leg muscles, quads, glutes, hamstrings, these aren't just for looking good in jeans. These are your independence insurance policy. They're what keep you getting out of chairs, off toilets, out of cars, up from the floor when you're playing with your grandkids. But here's what nobody tells you, and this is straight up terrifying. After age 30, you lose 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade. Every decade. Do the math. By the time you're 60, you've lost about a quarter of your strength. A quarter! That's like driving a car with one wheel missing and wondering why everything's so hard. Walking doesn't fix this. Walking is cardio. It's great for your heart, sure, but getting up and down, that's strength, that's power, that's functional fitness that actually matters in real life. Let me hit you with a crazy stat. There's a study, it's called the sitting rising test, that found if you can sit down on the floor and stand back up without using your hands, you're statistically more likely to live longer. Not kinda longer, significantly longer. The ability to get up off the ground is one of the single best predictors of mortality in older adults. Better than cholesterol, better than blood pressure. Wild, right? Okay, so how do you actually do this? Sit in a chair, not your wobbly dining chair that's been broken since 2019, a sturdy one. Feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Now stand up, but here's the catch. Do it without using your hands. Can you do it? Seriously, pause this video and try it right now. I'll wait. How'd it go? Drop a comment and let me know. Easy, struggled, or called 911. No judgment. If you can't do it, that's completely fine. That's why we're here. Start by barely touching the armrests for balance, then gradually work toward going hands-free. If it's too easy, slow it down. Take 5 seconds to sit, 5 seconds to stand. Feel that burn? That's your muscles waking up from their decade-long hibernation. Here's your prescription. 10 reps, rest 30 seconds, 10 more reps, rest, 10 more reps. That's 3 sets. Do this 3 times a week, and I promise you'll notice a difference in 2 weeks, not months, weeks. You'll get out of your car easier. You'll stand up from the couch without that old person grunt we all make. You'll feel more stable, more confident, more capable. Real talk moment here. I had a patient, George, 68 years old. He did sit-to-stands religiously for 2 months. Know what happened? He went camping with his son for the first time in 15 years, slept on the ground in a tent, got up in the morning without help. He told me, I forgot what it felt like to be capable. That's what we're after here. Not six-pack abs, not Instagram muscles. Capability, independence, freedom. If you're still with me, hit that like button. Let's get this video to 10,000 likes. Let's help people get their lives back. All right, moving on. Exercise number 2, the farmer's carry. This one's my personal favorite because it sounds way more badass than it actually is. Oh yeah, I'm doing farmer's carries today. People think you're training for the CrossFit Games. Really, you're just walking around holding heavy stuff. But here's the secret nobody talks about. Walking around holding heavy stuff is one of the most functional things you can do for your body. Let me tell you about Carlos. Carlos was 58, worked construction his whole life, tough as nails, the kind of guy who'd show up to work with a cold and act like it was nothing. But he came to me with shoulder pain so bad he couldn't lift his arm to change a light bulb. We're talking full-grown man, 6'2", almost crying because he couldn't reach the top shelf of his own kitchen cabinet. We did the usual stuff, tests, stretches, some manual therapy. But you know what actually fixed Carlos? Farmer's carries. See, Carlos had been using his body wrong for 30 years. He'd twist weird, overcompensate on one side, lean into movements. His whole structure was jacked up. The farmer's carry forced him to stabilize, engage his core, and walk with proper alignment. 6 weeks later, 6 weeks, Carlos sent me a video of himself doing overhead presses with 40-pound dumbbells. His shoulders weren't just better, they were stronger than they'd been in 20 years. He told me, I feel like I got my body back. So why does this exercise work so well? Because it trains your body the way your body is actually used in real life. Think about it. When do you ever just walk with nothing in your hands? Never. You walk while carrying groceries, you walk while holding a toddler who refuses to use their own legs, you walk while dragging a suitcase through the airport because you refuse to pay that $35 checked bag fee. Walking is fine. Walking while loaded? That's functional fitness. Here's what the farmer's carry does for you. Grip strength. Your hands and forearms get absolutely torched. And here's something crazy. Grip strength is a massive predictor of overall health. Weak grip equals weak life. That's not me being mean. That's literally what the research shows. Core stability. You're holding weight so your core has to fire constantly to keep you upright and balanced. It's like doing a moving plank. You're welcome. Posture. You literally can't slouch when you're carrying heavy things. Well, you can try, but your body will immediately tell you that was a bad idea. Balance and coordination. Your stabilizer muscles are working overtime to keep you from tipping over. And let me tell you about Linda. Linda was 65, sweet lady, loved to travel, but she was scared. Scared she couldn't keep up. Scared she'd slow down her daughter on their dream trip to Europe. I put her on farmer's carries, twice a week for 8 weeks. Know what happened? She went to Europe. Paris, Rome, Florence. She walked all over those cities, carried her own 30-pound suitcase up 4 flights of stairs to a tiny Airbnb in Rome because, and I quote, "There's no way I'm letting my daughter carry my bag like I'm some fragile old woman." She called me from Italy, just to tell me she felt like a superhero. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we do this. Okay, how do you actually do this exercise? Grab 2 heavy things: dumbbells, kettlebells, water jugs, bags of rice, canned goods, your cat. Okay, don't use your cat, PETA will come after me. Start with something manageable, 10 to 20 pounds per hand. If that's too light, go heavier. If it's too heavy, go lighter. This isn't rocket science. Stand up tall, chest up, shoulders back, core tight like someone's about to punch you in the stomach. Now, walk. That's it. Just walk. Walk around your living room, walk down the hallway, walk to your mailbox if you're feeling adventurous, walk to your neighbor's house and back if you want to confuse them. The goal is 30 to 60 seconds without putting the weights down. If you can't make it, no problem. Start with 20 seconds. Work your way up. Pro tip: don't death grip the weights. Hold them firmly, but not like you're trying to strangle them. Your forearms will thank you. And here's the beautiful thing about this exercise. You can scale it forever. Too easy? Heavier weight. Still too easy? Congratulations! You're ready to become a competitive strongman. Go buy a truck and start pulling it. Do 3 sets, rest between sets, do this twice a week. That's it. Simple, effective, life-changing. Comment below. What's the heaviest thing you've ever carried? Let's see some stories. Groceries, furniture, your friend who had too much to drink? Tell me in the comments. All right, last exercise. This one's weird, but it works. Exercise number 3, the dead bug. Okay, I need you to stay with me here because this has the absolute worst name in fitness history. Seriously, who named this? Who looked at this movement and thought, you know what this reminds me of? An insect dying. But here's the thing, stupid name, incredible exercise. This is the exercise that every physical therapist, every chiropractor, every spine specialist on planet Earth will tell you to do if you have back pain. And if you don't have back pain, this will keep you from getting back pain. It's like insurance, but free, and you can do it in your pajamas. Let me tell you about Richard. Richard was 70. Retired engineer, loved golf more than he loved most people, but his back hurt so bad he couldn't swing a club without wincing. He'd been to 3 different doctors. They all gave him the same advice: strengthen your core. Okay, great, super helpful, but how? Crunches? Richard couldn't do a crunch without his back spasming. Planks? He'd hold a plank for 5 seconds and collapse like a wounded animal. So we started with dead bugs. And here's why this exercise is absolute genius. It teaches your core to stabilize while your arms and legs are moving independently. That's what your core is supposed to do in real life. Your core isn't there to do sit-ups. It's there to keep your spine safe while the rest of your body is doing stuff. Richard did dead bugs every single morning for 3 months. Know what happened? He played 18 holes of golf without pain. 18 holes! He sent me a photo of his scorecard. I'm not saying he won any tournaments, but he was back in the game, and he told me, I forgot what it felt like to play without being afraid of my own body. That hit me right in the feels. Here's why the dead bug is the ultimate core exercise. It's safe. You're lying on your back. Gravity is working with you. There's no spinal compression, no risky twisting movements. It trains anti-extension, fancy term for a simple concept. It stops your lower back from arching too much, which is what causes most back pain in the first place. It improves coordination. Your brain has to tell your right arm and left leg to move simultaneously while keeping your torso completely still. It's like patting your head and rubbing your belly, except it actually helps you. All right, how do you do it? Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Now lift your knees so they're directly over your hips, shins parallel to the ceiling, arms straight up toward the ceiling. You look ridiculous right now. Embrace it. Fitness isn't about looking cool. Now, here's the movement. Slowly lower your right arm overhead while straightening your left leg out, hovering it a few inches off the ground. The critical part, your lower back has to stay glued to the floor. No arching. If your back arches even a little bit, you've gone too far. Return to the starting position. Now do the opposite side. Left arm, right leg. That's 1 rep. Do 10 reps per side. Rest. Do 2 more sets. Sounds easy, right? Try it. Your core will be on fire by rep 5. Comment "Dead Bug Survivor" if you actually tried it. Pro tips to make this work. Breathe. Don't hold your breath like you're underwater. Exhale as you extend. Inhale as you return. Go slow. This is not a race. If you're flailing around like an actual dying bug, you're doing it wrong. Modify if you need to. Can't straighten your leg all the way? Keep it bent. Can't extend your arm all the way overhead? Lower it part way. You'll get there. Progress, not perfection. Here's why this actually matters in real life. Core strength isn't about having visible abs. It's about stability. It's about being able to pick up a box without herniating a disc. It's about gardening for 3 hours without being bedridden the next day. It's about not throwing your back out because you sneezed aggressively. I'm dead serious about that last one. I once had a patient, 52 years old, decent shape, throw his back out from sneezing. One sneeze. He was hunched over for 2 weeks. Dead bugs would have prevented that. A strong, stable core absorbs force and distributes it properly. A weak core just passes all that force directly to your spine, and your spine taps out immediately. Quick story. I had a patient named Jennifer, 61, who couldn't play with her grandkids on the floor because she knew she wouldn't be able to get back up without pain. She did dead bugs for 6 weeks. Just 6 weeks. Know what she sent me? A video of her sitting on the floor building Legos with her grandson. And at the end of the video, she stands up, no hands, no struggle, and does a little dance. She captioned it, "I got my life back." That's what these exercises do. They give you your life back. All right, let's bring this home. 3 exercises: sit to stands, farmer's carries, and dead bugs. Not sexy, not Instagram worthy. You won't see influencers doing these in slow motion with dramatic music, but they work. They build real strength, real stability, real resilience. They train your body for the things you actually do in real life. Getting up, carrying stuff, not breaking yourself. And the best part? You can do all 3 in 20 minutes. 3 times a week. No gym membership, no fancy equipment, no excuses. Here's my challenge to you. Do these exercises for 1 month, just 30 days, 3 times a week. See how you feel. I promise, and I don't say this lightly, you'll be stronger, more confident, and way less likely to injure yourself doing normal human activities. Now here's what I need from you. Smash that like button, get this video to 10,000 likes so YouTube shows it to more people who need it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos like this every week. Real fitness advice from someone who's actually worked with thousands of patients. Comment below and tell me, which exercise are you starting with? Sit to stands, farmer's carries, dead bugs, or are you brave enough to do all 3? Share this video with someone who needs it. Your mom, your dad, your friend who keeps complaining about their back. Send it to them. You might literally change their life. And if you're still watching this, comment, "I'm all in," so I know you're serious about this. Remember, you're not training to look good. You're training so you can live without limitations. Now get off the couch, pick a chair, and do a sit to stand. Your future self is counting on you. I'll see you in the next video. Now go get strong.